How I knew that the 100 frames contest entered for Jean-Denis Haas the first time around in 2019, how I knew that contest was going to only have 100 frames. So when you're animating, you take picture by picture, right? Frame by frame. Okay, so like imagine if you're doing it at a speed that's a little choppier for someone can affect on purpose and on accident, because you're naturally doing it, but you also know that it helps to do that in the first place. So imagine doing that for a contest where you only need like 5 seconds or less of animation, or like 7 seconds if you're cleaner. You do that for 5-7 seconds, and you're animating, and you're in the middle of it, probably like a quarter, a third of the way in. You're like, oh, frame 20 to 30. I need to hurry this up because I only got a few more seconds to make this last. So I'm gonna move the frame a little faster in a certain direction, while chopping it out a little more, like a acceleration effect, which is still again a little coincidental. And then you're like, wait a minute, I could go smoother than this and still make it last for the rest of the frames. That's what it was like animating Jean-Denis Haas's contest. It was very elegant, very fun, and it felt like I was actually animating the frames on time and on purpose, with every intention included. When I was doing that contest, I did feel good about the fact that I was choosing to be creative with the Plants vs Zombies theme. But doing it like that, where I had a clean amount of frames left over for the exact approximate amount allowed, 100 frames or less, I could have done less, but I didn't want to, and it could have also been choppier than that, or not as easy much to the time I had. If I had 3 seconds, I'd be easier, but it would be a little choppier anyways. That's what it's like to animate for a contest, which these are getting rare, by the way. So they're getting more rare over time. These contests where you animate for a year, like Howard Williams contests, which are kind of a little rare these days, but they're still easier to find if you know where to look. So yeah, that was what it's like to animate 100 frames for the first 2019 contest. The 2020, yeah.